Hi there. Hey, greetings and a warm welcome to your July reading with me. Aquarius, this is your reading. We're using two decks this month, the Rider-Waite and the Morgan-Greer. We will be taking one card first from the Morgan-Greer, and then the Rider-Waite will be a clarifying message or an extension of message for us. So Aquarius, let's shuffle these cards and see what's in store for you guys for July 2017. Your first card from the Morgan-Greer is the Chariot. Actually quite a favourite card of mine. It's got a lot of symbolic meanings and energy and strength in it. So let's see what you get from the Rider-Waite. It's also a major arcana card. We have the Queen of Swords. So going back to the Chariot first off, we see a lot of reference to moons, ecliptical looking moons or new moons. We know that July is the beginning of the eclipse season coming up, which is in August, and this eclipse is a large, strong one, and it's centered across America. So it will affect a lot of people on the globe, and eclipses often bring up hidden thoughts, emotions, directions and empowerment for us to look into, to make changes, to grow in positive ways. So the Chariot, coming back to what it means or its general energies, it talks about strength of the self and understanding philosophical and metaphysical realms. The horses represent yin and yang, male and female, day and night, black and white. So there's a whole lot going on here because the charioteer has the strength and dominion over the horses without using physical power. So he has gained some sort of penultimate strength or position in place. So this card is often about gaining a foothold in life or gaining strength within a situation, and it is about movement forward as well because the Chariot is a fast moving vehicle. So this can be representative at a very physical dimension, if you like, of literal travel, and it can be by fast moving things such as a car or a vehicle with wheels that has horsepower behind it, quite literally. Sometimes this can be suggestive of you going on a trip that involves a car or something that has horsepower engine, or you are thinking of your own car or mode of travel or purchasing one, or something comes up around it in the beginning or in July. So for our card of confirmation or pushing the message a wee bit further, we get the Queen of Swords. So somehow she could be involved in this metaphysical or literal or physical journey that you're taking. So perhaps you are going on a trip where this person, an air sign person just like yourselves Aquarians, is also taking the trip with you. Or to be even more complex, this could be you yourself utilizing your Aquarian energy. So this could be a trip of your mind, of your thinking, of your projection of ideas. So you can see how many variables there are when we start talking about potential energies, and especially when we merge two cards together because we're expanding on it. So the sword signs do represent the air. The sword cards do represent the air signs, one of which is yourself. So this could be the archetype energy of the Aquarian, just getting out there and saying, yes, I want to be victorious, I want to be on the move, and I want to use my intelligence and my capabilities to do this, and I have the feeling of strength at this point in time. I would say this bodes very well for positive movement forward for you guys in areas such as career or the direction you are wanting to take your life. So maybe not just a small personal direction. We're talking a bigger area here. We're talking a bigger sphere of your life, a bigger encompassment of it. There's something about you feeling strong and ready to move forward and take hold and take charge, very much so. So let's see what the next two cards are. Cup cards. So we're kind of in the relationship mode, possibly. We're in the feeling of love and happiness and socializing and parties. You know, this one is very symbolic of sisterhood or brotherhood, so friendships and the network of friends and the support and happiness and gregarity that stimulates. So possibly attending functions, parties, outings, events. Could be organised events such as birthdays, weddings, celebratory things. This one beside it, which kind of is where we're working from first, also talks about much activity and plenty on the go and plenty of to do. So possibly lots of people that you're attracted to or you're hanging out with, or there's just energy, like functions and socialising, and it's certainly not about being on your own at this point in time. But this card tells us to be a little bit cautious, because some of these things or people around us we should steer clear of, and sometimes we don't quite trust our gut instinct, or we don't listen hard enough. So perhaps one of these good friends of yours over here might also be able to point out perhaps some of the things you might not or should might not do or should be avoiding. I think that's just the basic message there. Sometimes we get a warning with this card: don't hand out your personal information, don't leave your wallet lying around, or your passport, or your passwords for your bank accounts, or anything like that when this card is out as well. Let's have a look at the next two. The Eight of Swords and the Emperor. So the Eight of Swords often gives us the feeling, kind of the complete opposite that you had of the Chariot at the beginning there. This Eight of Swords represents uncertainty and not having faith in yourself, and losing a bit of your strength, thinking, oh, wait a minute, have I made the right decision? Have I gone down the right path? And this could be because of this influence that was here. Some of these people, some of their suggestions, or some of the choices you made at this point in time. You may be thinking, oops, I need to back up on that. I need to rethink it. I need to withdraw it. So the Emperor, he can kind of be very much about doing things right, and withholding or upholding bylaws and societal rights and regulations, even sometimes to do with signing of documents and making sure that everything is being done appropriately. He could be a person who helps you move beyond any feelings of uncertainty within a realm of your life, such as a new career or a change in direction, or the purchasing of something, or the making of a new potential business, or changing jobs. He might be a counsellor, a mediator, he might be a potential new employer, or he might be someone close to you who is helping you through making decisions. It kind of feels like that, like you have someone around that you're either going to or you see, and he is able to help you out of a place you've backed yourself into, or a place that you feel you're stuck in. Something like that. Let's see what two came at once, but we know what's coming. We'll leave it there. We've got the Five of Coins and the Hanged Man. And again, this is this kind of similar feeling going on here. So somewhere in July, you get yourself a little bit defenseless. You feel as if you've lost an opportunity, or you're stuck in a rut, or you've taken a wrong turn possibly. And it could be around career or finances, but you started off with that great charge, and I think you need to just go back and connect with that again if you feel, any deflation in the month, because we know what's coming, this beautiful star. So we've already been given a little bit of insight there. So I think they're telling you, by showing that card earlier than it should have, to not worry about any of these little situations that crop up. This Five of Pentacles often infers a tightening of money, a little bit of lack, a possibility of not being able to make ends meet for a short time, so maybe an unexpected bill has come in, or there's something you want to purchase and you haven't got quite enough money, or for some reason you may not have got your wages on time, or you might have had a setback with your income stream. But it's temporary, and I think that's the most important perspective. It can also give signals of things like flus and colds and a sore throat, And it gives a feeling of being left out a little bit in the cold, as if you've been shut out. And this is what we saw here. But this was kind of your own thinking or feeling. It's like you're not communicating enough there, and perhaps it leads through to other parts of your life as well. You have to remember to communicate and to think things through logically. This can also be a time when a partnership can separate, a partnership of some sort, and often a friendship or a romance, and there can be a parting of the ways, and it can be a final parting. And this card here, the Hanged Man being the major arcana, he is saying it's like you've come to this crossroad in life. There can be a stalling of time, like a hold-up. So I definitely think we're possibly talking of a hold-up here, possibly around your finances or around your career sector. Some of you may have been wanting to move forward in your job and apply for new jobs or get a promotion or a wage increase, and there might be a hold-up with any of those scenarios at this point in July. So don't panic about it, because we see what's coming, the star. So you just have to work through this to the best you can and be logical and sensible about it, and Aquarians, you have that ability. This can also mean you are literally at a crossroad in life where you are making the decisions about change, and we kind of felt that with the Chariot. So a lot going on for you in the month, and I think that's been the case for a lot of the readings anyhow. It's a very busy month moving into, as I said, the eclipse. So this card, the Star, we'll see what the partner is. We've had similar for that in one of the other readings too, actually. So the Star is a profound benefactor in your reading, and when she turns up, she lightens up all other energies and makes them more positive anyhow. She also brings to you guidance from your celestial helpers, such as your spirit guides and your angels, like your guardian angel. So know that in July, at any time, you can call upon them to help get you through a situation or help to show you answers that you're seeking for solutions to situations. Now, she also talks about balance, both in the physical body in particular, and your diet and what you're eating. And she also mentions being outdoors and enjoying nature and nurturing your body at every level. So Death, two major arcanas right next to each other. This is a fairly big message for you. Death is all about, and it shouldn't be called death, it should be called rebirth, because that's what it's about. So there's something symbolic here of letting the past go, of moving into new territory at probably many levels, and it's being brought to you celestially. It's being brought with the supervision and the help and input of your guides, angels, and network of helpers. The Death card can symbolize the moving on from many perspectives of our life. It can be career, it can be shifting a house, it can be shifting a relationship, it can be moving through health regimes and into some new health prospects. And this card often talks to us about health as well. Sometimes the Star is symbolic of new romantic energies coming in, new sexual chemistry energies, and this could be possible because you may have seen the death of an old one, right? So there's many scenarios here again that we can be looking at when these cards take formation together, and I think as an individual it will be up to you to feel into which perspective of your life you're being spoken to directly from the video. But plenty of opportunities and plenty of new direction for you in these two cards. The Six of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. So the Six of Swords is often the card referring to travel in our lives. And again, this can be metaphysical or physical. Physically, it can be travelling across water to a holiday destination or to a new destination, a place we change to go and live somewhere new. This can be due to work or career opportunities or leaving something behind that no longer suited us, and consequently we come back to this type of energy. So some of you may have felt you were in a situation where something wasn't balanced and it wasn't nurturing you anymore, and for some reason you are choosing to leave it behind, but you are sailing into smoother waters. So this can be at the emotional level. So you're leaving behind perhaps a relationship or a situation, even such as a job, that was no longer in your best interests. Sometimes you do take someone with you, and I mean literally, so maybe a family member or part of a family. Sometimes this could have been a family separating and half of the family moves somewhere and the other family stay behind. And it doesn't have to mean separating for divorce. It could mean perhaps two people in the family are moving because of a change of career, and two people are staying behind because that's not their pathway at the moment. They stay put. This card here does refer to career and often being rewarded and accolades shown. So this could be symbolic of the fact that there could be an offer or a change in destiny or destination around your financial sector or career choice. So for those of you working, you may get the offer of a new job in a new place, and you might be travelling there. For others, you might be finding that your job becomes more stable or more suitable, or some strife or tensions are being sorted out and worked through. And oftentimes 3 people can be involved, and that there is dedication from your end or input from your end that is helping it to move forward in a positive manner. So again, lots of representation of ideas here, but I think work or career or finance sector may well play a part in both of the journey of these 2 cards. The 4 of Wands and the 6 of Cups, 2 really nice cards about love and happiness and homes and energy and, the feeling of goodwill and laughter. Now, interesting that this 4 of rods or wands has come after this card, which talked about the possibility of moving to somewhere new, and this card often represents a new home. So some of you, I feel, are literally moving somewhere, and it may be across water or to another country or to another state. It often is symbolic of also possible engagements or happy things like marriages or weddings, something along those lines. And this, of course, is symbolic of going back in time and reconnecting with people from the past. You could attend like a family wedding and you see people there, relatives that you haven't seen for 20 years or something, and you all get together and have a wonderful time. There's the possibility that you reconnect with a past lover, and this brings this feeling of just happiness and being together and falling in love again. There's the potential that as a family, you get back together and reconnect, and you're all happy in a home again. So maybe these 2 people here were moving back to a family that reunites as one, and it brings everyone together. But there's plenty of warmth and happiness and feeling of joy and feeling satisfaction, and the past coming back to, bring those warm, lovely memories and fondness again. The 6 of Pentacles and the Hierophant. I think those 2 even go well together, another major arcana, and the 6 of Pentacles is all about balance in life and the cycle of give and take. And he is quite authoritative and he's quite legal. And, in terms, we have the scales here, which are often represented from a legal perspective. So it feels here as if there's something, maybe some of you get like an inheritance or something left in a will, or something that's gifted to you that comes through a legal field. Or maybe there's something to do with money that comes through a written document one way or another, whether that's like shares or investments that you've sold or made, and you might sell a home, or you might have sold something and get quite an increase in income. There's a feeling there about that anyhow. So this one here, the 6 of Pentacles, it's a cycle of give and take, most definitely. So whether you're giving or receiving, both of those are very, very positive, and they keep us going in that realm of positivity and positive vibration. So some of you will be receiving and some of you will be giving, and he kind of just represents the doing right in life. He's very much about rules and being societally appropriate and doing the right thing. And when you do the right thing, you are always penultimately rewarded. So there's a degree of reward here coming for you. And if you don't find it right in July, the reward will be oncoming. It will continue its energetic journey to you at some point as the year evolves. So I think we'll finish there, guys, and we will see what the last card is for you. And because we're in the 7th month, we will pick from the 7th card down. These are numerology cards, so I'll just shuffle them for Aquarius. Okay. Physical activity. Well, I think we saw that quite strongly with the Chariot and even the Star in real terms. So you have the number 67, and you can also add that up and break them down. So you can have 67 and 6 and 7 and 13 and 4. So you have a lot of number options to give you choice during the month of July as well, to use them for whatever way you feel. They could be good luck numbers that you want to use, or you might find you want to do certain things on certain days with those numbers in them one way or another. It's your choice. But physical activity tells me a little bit for you guys to get out there and really activate that body, keep it moving. Don't let any anxieties stop you or pull you up. You've certainly got socializing and movement on the cards in the month. There was lots of signs of movement, and I think they're just saying that goes right through to the personal body as well. And so July would appear to be a very active month for you guys. Hey, thanks for joining me. I trust you have really enjoyed the reading. Remember to sub and like and leave your comments, because I love reading them all. So you guys have a really active, busy, happy July, and I'll see you all the following month. Much love. Namaste.